Yo, yo, yo. Good everybody. Man, BG. And today we back with another episode of the Rob and BG show. Let me put this beat down a little bit. Got Rob in the building and myself in the building. Glad to see we got some early lurkers in the building.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, hey, anybody out there in the stream, man, before I get started, let us know how our audio is sounding. Are we sounding decent or not? Just want to make sure.
But all right. Giggity.
Yeah. We got Swisher Sweet popped in. What's up? Got Keystone 291. You done popped in.
What's going on, my brothers?
Phone Tech at Work. What's good? Alan
in the building. Alan Anthony. Mr. Alan Anthony.
Mr. Food Critic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He does it big. He's almost up there with Peaks 100. Shout out to Philly Jazzy Jeff. We got Philly Jazzy Jeff in the building. What's going on with you, my guy?
Yes, sir.
Yo, TJ in the building. Got the whole team rolling in. That's what I like to see. Fellas. I appreciate y'all showing up and showing out for the Rob and BG show. So what's up with you, Rob?
Oh man, chilling, man. I ain't really, I've been changing some things around. I'm slow editing a video. I need to get it taken care of. I really need to get this done. And not much. I'm getting ready for that Apple WC thing coming up in I think a couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that because I want to. I'm in the market for a Mac Studio. So
yeah. Some coins is about to be spent.
Oh, most
I like to hear.
Yes.
I like to hear some nice tech going on. I'm right there with you. I'm in the market for. I'm in between. I don't know if I'll go Mac Studio.
Right.
Maybe I'm in between M5 Mac Mini or grabbing me a M5 iPad Pro.
Oh, okay.
I'm between those two. Because I never gave the iPad. I got an M2 iPad right now, but I feel like some of the times when I do my videos with my camera out the Canon and about the length of the videos I do in the 4K 30, my files be like 20 gigs, 15 gigs, like under 20 gigs, right? 15 to 20 gigs. And I feel like the M2 I have a hard time with it. So I don't even utilize my iPad no more for editing. But I would like an iPad that's powerful enough. I think M5 might be a big enough jump where I could get back to doing some editing and some real making on my iPad. And I think one thing that I might need to check and I might need to be sure of is the peripherals that I'm using also. I gotta make sure I'm using like the powerful data cables and that the adapters that I'm using for my SD card is up to speed with the SD card. Because I don't want to be creating no bottleneck either.
Right, I get you. Hey, so BG, we talked earlier about possibly starting our stream later. I don't know how you feel about asking the audience about that, or you want to just I ain't trying to be mean, but hey, we just make them adjust when we adjust.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could put it out there. I love the input. Now, you know what I'm saying? The input can't always determine the output, but I love the input. I love to have an idea what people think and where we should go with this thing, man, especially the good people that's been coming through.
Right. Because we think, and maybe, we don't have a lot of people in the chat. And I don't know, maybe I should put the question in there just in case some more people show up. But due to the summertime, it's daylight longer. And, y'all might be out hanging, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Would y'all mind if we started maybe an hour later to accommodate summer hours, and then when the days get shorter, we start streaming at 8 o'clock. Because a lot of people out there got family, got things to do. A lot of events gonna start picking up. Maybe y'all want to start hanging out a little more, and we want to grow, but at the same time, we want to make sure y'all there with us too. So, I mean, what do y'all think in the chat? With summertime hours, maybe 9 o'clock. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe starting at 9. I don't know about 10, but starting at hour 8 or really getting into that nighttime where you don't really, settle down a little bit, where you done kick your shoes off, a little bit later because, as we get into the summer, like right now, it's still pretty light outside. So you might still be at soccer practice with your kids, or you might still be in a gym lifting, putting 250 up like it's nothing, like my guy, Jeff.
like Floss and Jazzy.
Yeah, like Floss and Jazzy. So let us know, man. Put some input, and we really would like to know, though. We would really like an idea, like more of what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear also. So don't, this one of them, this is not a me and Rob thing. This is more than me and Rob. We are like a family. This is a us thing. We meet up on Saturday and talk that good tech shit. So, and talk other shit at times. So let us know what y'all think, man. Y'all input is definitely needed and is appreciated. But
all right. So on with this things at hand. What you want to open up the show talking about, BG?
I want to kind of talk about, let's talk a little tech, guys. We on the horizon of some smartphones coming out. It's about to be a nice little rollout time for everybody, the people like us that like to throw out money at these smartphone companies and these cell phone carriers. Yeah. Now see, Jeff, we kind of like, not is it fine with you, but we want to know like what you prefer also. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to a degree, we might go a little bit later just to accommodate our audience, y'all. So don't say it's just fine. Like if you like, okay, well later is better, or I like this time right here. Let us know what you think. We appreciate it. But yeah, so we got some new devices, man, coming out. Y'all know the rollout is starting to start. So right now we in June. We in June, guys. So you know what I mean? We got my birthday coming up. My birthday this week. BG Tech Life will officially be 40.
All right.
After that, we've got in July, we're gonna have some Samsung events, foldables from Samsung. Any takers on foldables from Samsung, we're gonna have the from what I see, the Fold 8 wide, which is gonna be like a passport style foldable, and the Flip 8. So that's gonna be very exciting, depending on what Samsung decides to do and not do. Then after that, after that is Pixel time. We'll have a Pixel 11 coming. Once Pixel 11 drop, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, we got Pixel 11 coming. Then after Pixel 11, we got that iPhone 18, and we got supposedly iPhone 18 Pro, probably iPhone 18, and we got we're gonna have that iPhone foldable. That's what we're supposed to have, iPhone foldable. So y'all gotta, we're gonna just do a little talk. I got some articles pulled up. We're gonna take a look at some specs and see what we got on the actual skillet. So let me go ahead and pull this up so we can take a look and just look at some specs together and just react together. That anybody plan on buying any of these new phones in the next few months? Is it like an already trigger pull thing for any of y'all? You know what I mean? Let me know. Myself, I'm not saying, I got to see what's going on right now. I got to see what they coming with a couple different things. I feel a certain type of way about Samsung foldables, not having S Pens and having S Pens. Shout out to Keystone. He said he going Motorola. So you getting that Motorola foldable? What you doing? I told you 2 years ago they were going to make a come up date or exactly on point with what I said. All right. That's what's up. So here we got the Z Fold 8. So I got two separate articles. I got the Z Fold 8 wide and the Z Fold 8 for the simple fact that I wanted to just take a look at what they offering. Now, me particularly myself, I haven't been going foldable lately. Last foldable I had was the Z Fold 6. Right. With me, I'm a real S Pen. I really like having the S Pen on hand, and to have a foldable from Samsung without an S Pen just didn't feel right for me. But I did see a lot of. Did you have a Z Fold 8, Rob?
I had the 7 for a while.
I mean, yeah, the 7.
Yeah, I had it, and I was feeling it for a minute, and then I was like, I actually sold it and what have you, and got me the Galaxy 26 Ultra. I've been happy with that, man. I actually was going to skip the Fold 8 this year because they didn't come out with a wider one, man. That's always been my beef. That I was more inclined to get the Pixel because of the wider form factor. And since there's rumors that they're going to have a wider fold now, it kind of throws a little bit of a monkey wrench in what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can just jump out there early with what's going on right now and the information we got until we see these actual devices, because there's a lot of things that we hearing and that I need to confirm. Shout out to my guy in the building. Shout out to YouTube smartphone legend, my guy Easy Computer Solutions. The tech preacher is in the building. How you doing tonight, my guy? How you feeling?
What's good?
It's good. And he said, okay, the screen of my S23 Ultra died a week ago. Damn, Keystone.
Oh, damn.
I'm doing something different. Yeah. Philly Jazzy Jeff, he said he's a little disappointed with Samsung. They being too safe now. When you go Motorola trying to steal the shine, they being too safe now when you got Motorola trying to steal the shine. Motorola did just drop a big foldable. I seen our guys Forbes Tech Review actually pick that up. So if you want to see some coverage on that Motorola phone, go ahead and follow Forbes Tech Review, because he definitely just put up a video on it. And yeah, easy. Yeah, no S Pen, no buy. I'm really from that mob, that S Pen, that Note mob, and I like to be able to come on, bro, what y'all doing? We got all this display area and no S Pen. Like, you let a lot of loyal people down trying to impress people that ain't even loyal to the soil. But let's take a look at some of the Galaxy Z Fold 8 specs here. All right. So what's to be expected to change versus the Z Fold 7? Let me see. So now it may be called the Z Fold 8 Ultra. We getting the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which we already know is in the B, which is a beast, because we got that in the S26 Ultra. Core design remains familiar, so not too much different probably than the actual Fold 7. Maybe a bit thicker than its predecessor because of bigger battery. They talking about 5,000 milliamp battery, y'all. What y'all think about that? What is coming from 4,400 milliamps? It ain't really a big enough jump to be impressive.
No,
because that's always my Fold 6 and my Fold 5 had okay battery life, but it was never super impressive. And y'all not making impressive battery life with a Fold with a 5,000 milliamp battery. I don't think so. So they said some faster charging may be coming and it's going to drop. But I don't like Samsung doing this. Wow. I don't like Samsung getting with this One UI 9 thing.
Have you been checking out the UI One UI 8.5 and what it, just the features overall.
Yes, it's dope.
Yeah, I can't wait for 9.0.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't like the fact that Samsung is doing the okay. Every time we drop a new device, we're gonna time our software with a new device drop. I don't like that. Like that's where like Apple never like I just don't like when companies do that. Like that feels real disingenuous, just like a money grab. And of course they all about making money, but no, like drop the when you can make the software. That was the one dope thing about when Apple dropped their software. Everybody got the call. Every phone that was getting an upgrade or update got the call. With Samsung being like, oh, well, we not only way you gonna get to try the new software first, you gotta buy a new phone. It's like, bruh, make the phone good enough and let that be the reason the phone's selling, not because to get the new software first, you gotta buy the new phone, and then we're gonna purposely make you wait a couple months to get that software on the phone that's probably you just bought last year that's just as powerful. You know what I mean? Like that's real.
But it's going to push out for the S26 Ultra, and like I understand you want a uniform, like application, update, like Apple, and it's impossible to do that due to the fact that it's just that different countries have different softwares. They roll it out in Korea first, and then the US, and then the UK. They have to roll it out in stages. And over in Europe, they got a different chipset than we do. It just not a uniform. I don't think they can do that. And then they have a lot of carriers that still hold a lot of weight. It's just they're the definition of a company that has you remember back in the day we was always talking about fragmentation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're the definition of fragmentation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I just don't like, Rob. My thing is this, I completely understand that, every update is not going to be ready for every phone because of, Apple is, we must say, very simple compared to Android phones, because Android phones are all over the spectrum as far as internals, So I understand that, but I'm just saying it just seemed like that there is, it might be partly that, but most of it is that's a part of our strategy now when we got a new phone coming out. I don't because it's not always gonna line up like that, but they're lining it up like that on purpose, and I just don't think that's I just don't like it personally. You know what I mean? Like if you got a good enough product out there and you put a good enough product out there, people gonna run and buy the phone. But when somebody just bought a phone a couple months ago and the phone is powerful and the phone is everything, and now the new software some new software coming, and you might hold that, just like the position that we in now, they're gonna hold that software back from the S26 Ultra and then give it to the Fold and make us wait for a couple months. And that's not to me. I just don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I used to let that bother me some years ago. Now it doesn't really affect me one way or another because they're not doing anything that innovative to make me want to jump off, jump up and be upset about why it doesn't have this, why it can't do that. It doesn't. Basically, as long as the things that they want to work, which is basically AI, as long as that's functioning well, a lot of these software updates are more along the lines of just being, just surface level advances, nothing really groundbreaking. So it don't bother me like it did back in the day.
Well, it bothers me. Give me some hardware. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some actual reasons that this individual phone would make this individual phone the phone worth going get. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to, we gonna make our software is doing good and people like our software. So to sell this new phone, let's just put the new software on there and not put the software on any other phone until the first few months of these new phones is over and we get all the sales we can get out early or whatever like that. I ain't feeling that. But as y'all can see, we got the Fold 8. So the announcement look like it's gonna be July 22nd. This is what they predicting. So July 22nd, they're going to announce it, and then the market release will be like probably like 2 weeks later. And it's a little bit later than what happened the last 2 years with the 6 and the 7. But they also got a new phone coming out, the Wide. So we will see about that. We definitely gonna see about that. And I do have an article specifically for the Wide, so we could talk about that. But also with the Z Fold 8, it looked like you're gonna get the 200 megapixel camera too. And this is what the pricing is looking like. So for the 512 gigabyte variant, it looked like it may be no, it's more expensive than the one from last year. Yeah, it's more expensive than the one from last year for 512 and 1 terabyte. Now the base is $2,000, and I'm like, yo, to me is like, okay, the big difference the biggest difference they probably made in this device in the last couple years is the actual Z Fold 7 getting thin, and the Z Fold 7 got a little thinner and a little bit more wider out front, the front display. Right. And my thing is, bro, is it really worth? Because you can buy a Z Fold 6 on Amazon Renew right now for what? Probably about $600-700. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you could probably get it out the street cheaper than that. $2,000 is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it's $2,000. Of course, it's never going to be like that, but it's just like that's a big ass. It's a lot of it. The Z Fold 8, I'm sure, won't have $1,300 more in technology than a Z Fold 6. You know what I mean? Right. Like it's but I mean, this is what we dealing with these days, and everything being more expensive. But I mean, I don't even think this is an economy thing. This is just a Samsung thing and the one to compete with Apple thing. So right. And that is the price. Let me see if we got any more specs. Okay, so they got deals coming up. I mean, if you want to go get it, you're gonna be able to get it. Yeah, I'm saying you can run it's gonna be some carrier deals and stuff like that. But it's just like me personally, even as a tech guy, as a Samsung guy, like it's been a lot of times where it was phones that I was points where I felt like I had to have these phones. Right. I need this. Like I can't focus till I had this phone in my hand. And now, like, just with I guess I ain't gonna say I don't know if it's the lack of innovation or just cell phones peaking, but I'm not that, mentally I'm not there. You know what I mean? Like I could be cool with 1 or 2 nice phones a year, but before I was going crazy. But like this year, like I ain't picked nothing up. I haven't picked anything up. Matter of fact, I bought an old phone. I bought a Galaxy Note 9. You know what I'm saying? Just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it. I think next I'm gonna make my next new video about a Pixel 8 Pro. You know what I mean? And this year I might grab, and this I don't know what I'm gonna grab honestly, because I was hearing that the Wide Fold might have had a pen, but now I'm not seeing no pen. But these are the cameras on the Galaxy Z Fold 8. So you're getting that 200 megapixel main sensor. Right. You getting your but with optical image stabilization. You getting a 1.7 f stop. You getting quad pixel autofocus, so it should be focusing in really tight. 50 megapixel ultra wide, which works pretty well. I mean, this is the same. This is kind of the same thing that we already had. Probably the same thing that we had on the S26 Ultra. And ain't nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with the camera setup on the Fold. Like I'm sure this thing is going to be to be able to get some good video and some good content and things of that nature. But it's not going to be leaps and bounds above anything that we seen before from Samsung. And I feel like when it comes to smartphones, these smartphones are the only pieces of technology where technology not getting cheaper for some reason. Like you know how when flat screen TVs came out, they was expensive as hell. But then after the years, it was always that the first couple years when Black Friday was coming around, that was the biggest thing. The what's the cheapest flat screen TV you could get now? Right. Oh, we get a flat screen for $800. Oh, next year we get a flat screen for $500. Next year we get a flat screen for $200. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but most people buy flat screens based on the price, and them TVs was blowing out. Like, because it was always amazed me every year. That many people show up to buy TVs. Remember them Black Friday rushes, and you'll be thinking like, dang, didn't you just rush for a TV last year? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was a part of that. So, you might get you know what I'm saying? Like it might be like, it might go like this. You might have bought the TV last year, but now all of a sudden it was one, they was always adding one thing. First thing, it was like, all right, flat screen. Then it was 4K. Mm-hmm. Then it was LED. Then it was OLED. Then it was, you see what I'm saying? It was like one more thing they was adding every year to the TV that had to, for your TV to be the TV.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, because when the first generation of flat screens come out, if you look at them and compare them now, they're almost like the big back ones used to be. You know what I'm saying? They're like that version of the big box TVs.
Right.
They're so flat now, you can hang them on the wall. They look like paintings.
Exactly. Wallpaper. They thin.
Yeah.
Thin as hell. They got the flat with the flat actual, what is it? The adapters or whatever you use to hang the TVs up. What's
the wall.
Yeah, the wall mounts.
Yeah.
So let me see here. Yeah, so we got this pretty much same camera system that's on the S26 Z Fold 7. I'll say the Z Fold 7 is the S26 because S26 they did open the aperture up some things of that nature. Mm. And you're gonna get some of the AI features. I will say Samsung is doing that thing with AI, but it's been out a while now. Like, I don't want don't try to sell me AI. That's like Windows trying to sell me the start menu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't want to sound like I'm a camera buff, but I would like to see them do that 1-inch sensor in the front facing camera, similar to what Apple did. If they're going to take something idea from Apple, take that idea. I think they couldn't do it for the 26 Ultra because they were too late into the marketing process where they were making them, and you just can't turn around in October and add something new to a phone that's going to come out in January. So I kind of hope that they put that larger sensor in the front, because you don't have to you can hold the camera in a portrait mode and still get horizontal looking videos.
Right.
So so I really like that. That's kind of cool, because sometimes if you're like on vacation, you got to make a decision on whether am I going to take this this particular picture horizontally or that way, but with that 1-inch sensor, you can just flip it on the fly when you're editing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's very like some of that stuff like that is like quality of, like, I ain't gonna say kind of like quality of life, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a big thing, like really getting out there, especially when you having moments like that, you on vacation or you having, you got pictures you really want to look good and last, and you might want to do them differently or post them differently and things of that nature. So that's some of those upgrades are definitely needed and not really a gimmick at all.
Yeah.
But that 1-inch sensor is the thing that I've been looking at Samsung to do since Xiaomi was coming out with the Xiaomi 12 Ultra,
and
the 13 Ultra. Like, why? The noise is there. The people is making a noise, Samsung, because for real, that's the only thing. Like, I say this: some of these imported phones, they really coming with the build material, with the camera sensors, with some real life hardware. Pause. And I feel like Samsung is just like, well, they're not even in our territory, so we don't have to worry about it. But it's like, I wish they would bring some of them phones to the US, and I wish some of the phones had just those phones. I don't like how a lot of their software be coming off very Apple-ish. That's one thing I will say Samsung has over the rest as far as Android, especially when it's competing with the flagships from across the water.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say personally with me, I'll say I just like their software better. And the interface and the software is a big thing to me because that's what you utilize, and most time you utilize in a phone. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what you're going to see, not the back of the phone and all that. But I would like to see give me a true 1-inch sensor on the phone. Like, do something, put an amazing piece of hardware in the phone one time. You asking us for enough money. You already asking us for enough money. But as you can see up here, these are like some actual cutouts of the actual Z Flip, the wide. This is gonna be like a passport style. They ran to compete with Apple, as you can see, and then this is the Fold 8. But I also got another article with let me just show y'all the Fold Wide real quick. So that's what the Fold Wide is supposed to look like, and I think this is just head-on competition with what Apple's coming out with now.
With a Pixel too, so everybody's
doing like this passport thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I just really don't know. Like, I'm not.
Well, your last experience has been with the Fold 6.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you that wider profile and that aspect ratio to me is better, and it's better for when you got the phone closed as a regular phone, and when it's open in its tablet form. That wide version, I'd rather have it more wider than taller. Even when you're looking at movies, YouTube videos, everything's going to go into that 16:9 aspect ratio in a wider phone, and you don't get all that space on the top and the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just hit it. You just definitely hit it right on the head, Rob, with that one. I like that. Now, when I do look at this passport, you correct. When you open it up, you don't have to turn it sideways or anything. You're getting the closest we've ever been to a correct 16:9 aspect ratio. And now that you done put that thought into my head, I'm starting to look at things differently. Pause. For sure. But there's some room to upgrade. So you're getting Z Fold 8. And the regular Z Fold 8 will be the Ultra. You're getting a 4:3 aspect ratio, more similar to the rumored foldable iPhone. You getting dual cameras on the back. You're getting the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, of course. So the cover display is going to be a 5.4, and that's around the size. Y'all realize that's the size of the Note 7? That was like the Note 7 was like a 5.4 or 5.6 inch display, which is crazy because that was Note's been traditionally big ass phones, and this like 5 point, now we look at 5.4 as like tiny as a minimal phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Selfie camera, smaller selfie camera on the cover display. So they've got some actual technology now where they can make the selfie camera even smaller. So you know how we call it like a pinhole? It'll be even a smaller pinhole. Camera downgrade. So it's going to be it's supposed to be a little bit cheaper than the Fold 8, but the camera is going to be a downgrade. So if you one of them camera buffs, this probably not for you for sure, because ain't no room to really be downgrading no cameras. And same launch date and everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. Okay, so it's saying it's the same price, but then I heard it was supposed to be cheaper. But that's why we just, for real, honestly, right now in these times, forget all of these actual rumors. We gotta see these keynotes and see what these devices is offering for sure. I know me myself, I need to see what's going on. If y'all doing anything in the comments, let me know. And it don't have to be anything we talked about. Let's say iPhone 18. iPhone 18 is supposed to get some real life upgrades. We could talk about that in a minute. Also, Pixel. Now, to me, I feel like a lot of people been saying this, but I feel like I got a lot of flack for saying it. The Pixel, we really need I feel like when it comes to Pixel, we really need a processor. I love it. I really like Pixels for what they are. Like, I like a Pixel 8 or a Pixel 7. But when it comes to Pro Pixels, they gotta add up. I don't need to see another Tensor that's performing like now. I guess with the it's 2026, we get a Pixel 11, and they'll say, oh yeah, the Tensor's enough. It's fine enough for performance. But in benchmarks, it is. I don't care about benchmarks, but it does benchmark like a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 or 8 Gen 2. Like, I don't want to see that. I'm not investing my money. I'm not spending $1,100 on that. You know what I'm saying? I still got my Pixel 9 Pro XL. And the thing, I'll be honest with you, the thing that drove me to the Pixels is the software. For sure. The software drive me to the Pixels. And I will also say the software and the design. When they redesigned the Pixel at Pixel 9, that design was fire. So it was a fire looking phone, fluidity and all that. But when you really be putting it to the test, sometimes it be coming up short because of that damn Tensor.
Yeah, I think I saw some videos talking about people complaining about the Tensor because they were. I think Google know that the heat is on them, and they were talking about trying to up the ante with the Tensor, making it a little bit more, not necessarily Snapdragon equivalent in power, but maybe like a MediaTek equivalent.
That wouldn't be bad. For real, that wouldn't be bad. I'm gonna be real with you. That wouldn't be bad. But the Tensor being like a Dimensity 9400 or something like that, that would be better than what it is now. Being way better than what it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
For real. The Tensor need, like, I can't spend Pixel. I can't spend a Pixel Pro money 11, 1200 and I ain't getting no performance. You know what I'm saying? Or right. I'm out with the camera taking pictures, taking videos, and it's just I'm fighting with the phone. I'm putting you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put the phone on ice, put the phone in the air conditioning vent in the car and all that, trying to get it to not act up. But shout out to my man Ron on Tech in the building. We coolin', bro. We coolin', bro.
Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you stopping by. This is me, BG, and Uncle Rob.
What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody?
Yeah. So let's you want to talk a little iPhone real quick?
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on that real quick. Also, stay tuned. We gotta my bad. I said that too fast. Normally I'll be up on my pauses. But stay tuned. We're gonna have a reaction video also a little later for you guys. It's very unique.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk a little iPhone rumors, iPhone 18 rumors really quick, and then we're gonna get into that.
We ain't gotta rush. We good.
No, I ain't gonna, but I'm gonna just say, I'm not I respect iPhone, but I'm not, that's not my like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, all right, when I go to buy an iPhone, I just walk up to the register, throw the money on the counter, and say, give me the shit. And just walk off. I'm not like, yes, I got it. Yay. I'm like, man, give me that shit here.
They ain't gonna never catch you standing out in the line.
No, they ain't gonna catch me standing out in line. I just walk up to the counter when it's after everybody done got the iPhone they wanted, and I had to wait for 2 months, almost the damn Christmas, and just go in the store and say, man, just give me that shit, man.
Yeah.
But let me pull this. I got this article about some of the rumors. Some of y'all, I don't mean to offend nobody. It's just a joke. If you like iPhone a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, I don't want to offend nobody.
We got JoJo the techie in here. What's up, JoJo? I've been really following her on social media, her Instagram videos and all of that. Her reels are been like really like on point, and she's been saying, she's been dropping a lot of knowledge in these Instagram reels. She's done I like how she does them.
Shout out to JoJo the techie, dropping that knowledge. Got fans out here.
Very informative.
Very informative.
I like a very short time span that she has. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, BG. You was getting on the roll there. My bad.
She said thank you.
Oh, no problem.
All right. So let's go to the iPhone 18. Now, what we know about iPhone 18, this is an article from CNET I just pulled up. So we can actually talk some iPhone 18. We are, this is the trendy phone. This is the phone to have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think we might not even. Well, I'm gonna get through this because I want to ask you a question.
All right,
and then I want you to ask me the question so I can be honest with you. All right, so iPhone 18 rumor mill. So let's just go ahead. And these are some of the new colors possibly. We got the wine. If you familiar with how do you say? If you familiar with, it's a wine out there and it's called Taylorport. This is the Taylorport iPhone. If you familiar with Taylorport, the new iPhone is coming in a Taylorport color, as you can see.
Oh my goodness!
But so the dynamic island could be smaller, and the cameras may have a variable aperture, which is dope. Any hardware changes, because they so few and far in between with these phones, I'm into it. I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. And that's what I like. Like, I'm tired of so much. Like, I think AI really, I got AI PTSD. Because we done heard about AI so much. All you AI. And I mean, some of it is useful and some of it is fruitful for sure. but like stop trying to sell phones off of it. Like, yeah, that really ain't cost you no money to make like that. We ain't giving y'all no credit for that. Like, this is what like variable aperture, like that's real hardware.
Well,
That's a
that's
real
their
thing.
investment. They're trying to sell it to you. So if they can make if they can make AI important to you, it helps them justify the billions they're spending.
Well, I mean, and they've been doing a bad job because it's all a bubble and it's going bust soon because they can't even really properly monetize AI except for the little $8 Chat GPT get from them.
Right.
But yeah, so they getting okay, so plus there's rumors of a bigger battery, colors. Apple could launch light blue, okay, dark cherry, dark gray versions. Okay, that's cool. It still ain't hitting like that cosmic orange though. What made that cosmic orange? Why did y'all act like that over that cosmic orange? It's like I can't even ask y'all because I did the same.
Did the same thing.
But let me see. There have been no leaks about the prices. Apple might split the 18 launch between fall 2026 and spring 2027. What? I don't know. I don't believe that.
Well, I heard there's some issues with the folds, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make it to market as quickly as they thought.
They already on some Apple intelligence shit.
No, I think it might be like materials or something. That's why I think I read something to that effect. That it may be something about materials. If anybody in the chat knows, please feel free to correct me or enlighten us.
Right. But also we got the iPhone Ultra supposedly starting to, and that's expected to start above $2,000.
Now, what can be ultra about an iPhone that they all are the same? Basically,
it's the first foldable phone. For some people,
the Ultra was going to be something different, and the fold was going to have Apple Fold. I thought the Fold was going to be different, and the Ultra was supposed to be like a high-end phone.
I thought the Ultra was supposed to be the actual Fold. But
okay. So yeah, I see it in the article. It says the iPhone Fold or the iPhone Ultra. Okay, I got you. And it's expected to start at 2,000. Okay, I see it in the article.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. I mean, I'm trying to just look for a picture of it. That's a cool little color right there. Though. I ain't gonna knock that. But I'm just looking for a render. They had some renders, and then they had some. Okay, I don't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. But
I know they're supposed to have only 2 cameras. Is it going to have 2 cameras or 3? 2, I think.
It's probably going to have 2 cameras. That's what I'm guessing. That's why Samsung went 2 cameras, as you can see on the Samsung Y.
Okay.
So it's like this to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as Apple go, me personally, and I know I'm not like, I don't like Apple software enough. I don't think Apple software is enough to actually be able to do the Fold thing really well.
Okay.
I just feel like it's not feature packed enough. It's not loose enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not interesting enough where I want to see 3 or 2 screens of Apple. You know what I mean? Like the widgets ain't even there. Like it's just, and they're not super interactive. Like it's to me, honestly, the Fold is just something. I think that's going to be just something for one of the Apple aficionados, the people that want to be, I ain't even gonna call them fanboys because they spending the type of money. We can call them aficionados. You buying Apple Vision Pro, you buying Fold, Apple iPhone Ultra or iPhone Fold, you're aficionado. So I'm gonna give you that. But
they're gonna find a way to market it though. They're gonna make it look like it's something that you gotta have. Their marketing is next level. So
they said, well, I believe we was talking to tech gentleman one time. And he said it's gonna look like a iPad Mini. when you open it up, and they're going to use that. Like they're going to use, everybody love the iPad mini, so you can have a phone and an iPad mini at the same time.
Yeah.
Type deal. I don't know if that's enough to get motherfuckers spending. They talking $2,000 plus. So it's going to be above 2,000. So it ain't going to be $19.99.
Well, once that 1 terabyte hits you, it's going to be $3K.
Yeah. Right. It's going to be 3 stacks. Andre 3000.
Yeah, for the 1 terabyte.
Right. Andre, man, it might be more than one. It might be more than Andre 3000. Mess around. Yeah, not a damn thing is worth that type of money when it comes to the iPhone foldable. But let me just ask you this question real quick, Rob. Let me ask, if you watching and you paying attention and you can just answer this question for me. All if right. You had to use right now, freeze time, don't think about no phones that's coming out or that's on in the future. Only phones that's out now, and it could be any phone, any year. If you had to use a phone, I need the top 5 phones you would use, and you could only have one phone for a whole year from now on. I need your top 5, and it ain't you. I got this phone for this. I got that phone. No, you only get one phone, and you got to use it for a year, and it's got to be one of the phones out now. Give me the top 5.
Oh man. So I can't tell you the reason why I would want it.
Yeah. Give me the top 5 and give me a little explanation with each phone. I go with this phone because of this. I go with that phone because of that. And just,
the Oppo Find X9. Best camera from what I've been reading and from what other people have been talking about. That color OS is very similar to what everybody should be familiar with when it comes to OnePlus phones. So you got just enough of vanilla Android and just enough of customization that you can get from Samsung. So it kind of meets both of those worlds very, uniquely, very, it's just the best of both worlds. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is really nice. What else? That's number 2. Number 3 will have to be the iPhone 17 Pro Max. All the phones, I can't have no. I really don't want to deal with a smaller form factor on these phones. So my surprise phone at number 3 would be the Pixel 10 Pro XL. That was probably one of the few times that I made myself stay with a Pixel phone for a long time, as far as just trying to get the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? Usually that Pixel season is so short between the Apple and what Samsung got coming out. Oh boy, another phone. I haven't tried these phones, but I think I want to try one real soon. Is well, you know what? Let me take it back. I'm interested in trying out for my number 4 phone that Mr. Mobile Clicks phone. I'm interested in that. And I don't know if I can even mention that phone because it ain't hit the streets yet, but it's been talked about enough that you think it was out in the streets.
Right.
And number 5, what's that other BlackBerry style phone, that Unihertz. I'm interested in trying a Unihertz phone. So those would be my top 5 phones. So,
BG. And you'll be using them for a year?
Oh yeah.
All right. So let me see here. Me, I
Hey,
said,
I gotta ask the question. Let me ask the question.
okay,
All right, BG. If you could only have one phone for a year, what phone would that be? Give me your top 5 and maybe a little reason why you would do it.
All right, so first, I'm gonna just say S26 Ultra at the rip, and that's because of S Pen. I like to take a lot of notes. Video camera for content creation, software, interface. I just love the interface compared to a lot of other interfaces that are over Android and that Snapdragon. So I can game, I can do some editing, I can like really, if you wanted to get work done with the phone, you can get work done with the phone. Yeah. Even if you don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to get work with it done with a phone, but I'm saying if you wanted to, you could. Second, I'm gonna be honest with you. I try to avoid Apple at all costs, but so I would go with like a phone like you talking, like an import. I would say an import with a Snapdragon, like that. What's the latest Oppo? What is it, like the Ultra?
Oppo 9.
Yeah, I would go with something like that.
With that Hasselblad.
Yeah, so because I feel like that camera will probably be just as good, or if not better.
Let me tell you something about the battery too, real quick. I'm kind of looking at some things before you keep going. It has a 7,000 milliamp battery.
Oh yeah, that's that carbon silicon.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, so that phone, because like even though I had never had the phone, I got a good sense of what I see, and I just think it's powerful enough to do anything I want to do, like a Samsung. I just feel like I would have to get used to the interface, but at the end of the day, it's all really about the apps. So you know what I'm saying? So I could, if I want to edit on the phone or do whatever on the phone, I feel like I get shit done. 3, then I'm gonna make the crossover like you, probably iPhone 17 Pro Max, because if I had one phone, I would want my iPhone to be big. Then only reason I use a Pro iPhone is because I got other big phones that I use to watch content or like do the big phone stuff that I like to do. And mainly my 17 Pro Max is like a B camera, or just like a, you know, it plays its role, you know what I mean? But I will say that but I feel like the cameras, anything else outside of that in Android, I wouldn't be able to feel like I could depend on the camera enough like I could on that iPhone. So then after the iPhone, I'll probably go like OnePlus. Like OnePlus would be in front of the iPhone, but I know OnePlus can't touch the damn cameras on the 17 Pro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially with the video and all of that. Like I like to have, even if I don't utilize it, I like to have the ability. And number 5, like I hate to leave Pixel out the list. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say another Samsung and sound like a fanboy, but
go with a cheap Pixel.
I don't want to go with a cheap Pixel. I want, you know what? I must, because this is showing the Snapdragon fanboy in me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. Like for number 5, I would say probably like a Fold 7 or something like that, because I don't want to have only a Pixel, because I feel like that's just not enough phone for me. You know what I mean? And because I'm the type of person, like in the blink of an eye, like even though I normally don't, and I got like different, you know, products to do the editing with and shooting with and stuff like that. But I will try some different, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, let me just try this on my phone to see if I can do this. And I just don't feel like the Pixel is the phone for that. Like, you know, I do a lot of, like, right now in these times and these days, I do a lot of screen recording things I see to share them out with people, things I feel like people need to see. So one day I was on my Pixel and I seen something that I felt like, I was like, oh wow, that was, you know, whatever. I want to show people this. So it was like a 2-minute video. And I screen recorded it. And then, when you do a screen recording, you want to crop it or whatever, crop the video. So it's, it's nice and clean. Mm-hmm. Man, that shit, it felt like a real life. Like it's easier like when I got my Ultra in my hand to do stuff like that, it is nothing. When I went to hit render just to crop the video, and I'm really waiting some real live minutes for 2 minutes of video I screen recorded, I said, "Oh no, this thing ain't got the juice." So I'll probably go back to the Fold 7. I need something.
All right, shout out to the tech gentleman who just jumped in the building.
Yo. So let me remove this Apple nonsense.
I was kind of hoping you would get it down. You was on the roll right there. That was some clippable stuff, but
oh man. Oh yeah, top 5 definitely. Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah, I was trying to get you. You didn't catch my. Anyhow, he said Samsung for the win. Well, what we said earlier for those in the chat, we were just asking your top 5 phones that if you had to keep for a year, what's your 1 through 5 phones that you can, if you had to keep for a year, which phones would you choose? And we had 2 very unique lists. And again, I was thinking about, I was actually close to importing that Oppo. I got this website that Flossie had mentioned a while ago on one of his streams where he buys his Oppos from. And I got to find it. But you can get them at good prices. They're not like high import with tariff prices to either. So, but if I find it, I'll leave it in our chat just in case you want to check it out.
All right. So, Rob, what we doing? You got something to react to?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get this video kind of pulled up for everybody. It's an interesting video, and it pretty much goes to the fact that sometimes you can be a little bit too good to your kids, if you catch what I mean. Sometimes you can do everything for your kids and they still find a way to just
move the goalpost.
Right. So
move that damn goalpost. I said.
Yeah, so go ahead and pop it up, and let me see if I got to hit play.
This is how this is the difference between a Gen X or Gen Z, I'm sorry, versus a millennial. A millennial wouldn't dare, okay? Just the respect in general from the Gen Z to the millennials is crazy. If y'all haven't seen this, you can pause to read for yourself. But I'm just still in awe. This little girl's mama bought her a car. It looked like a brand new Honda. Okay? She got it for her. I don't know if it was for graduation, whatever it was. The little girl must have been upset. So the mom texted her asking where she was. She said, "I'm with my dad." She said, "You didn't seem like the car I got you." She was like, I was expecting to get a Benz or a BMW. I appreciate you, Mom, but it's just not my style. You drive a G-Wagon, so me driving a Honda is weird. That's what got me right there. It's weird. What do you mean it's weird? You got a brand new fucking car. It doesn't matter if it was a Honda, a Toyota, whatever it is. Your parents, if they're able to buy you a brand new car, that means that they're doing well for themselves, which is why they probably have a G-Wagon, Range Rover, whatever it is, Benz, Mercedes that they're driving. But you're a child. And for your first car, you don't need to be driving a G-Wagon or anything expensive, because God forbid anything happens, you're not paying for their insurance. You're not paying for anything. They are. So the fact that you don't got to do any of that or pay for any of that, and you get yourself a brand new car and you're upset over the type of car that you got, is insane to me. I didn't even have to read the mom's message back to her because mom mode in me just got irritated. But how ungrateful are these fucking children. Like, it's people out here that don't have no car at all, busting their ass, working their ass to get a brand new car, and you as a child, for a graduation gift, got a brand new car. Again, that's under your parents' name. Insurance is under your parents' name. You ain't got to pay for nothing, probably not even gas, if they got it like this to get you a brand new car. And you're talking about it's weird that you got a Honda because your parents drive a G-Wagon? Talk about fucking ungrateful, okay? Like I said, a millennial would never. I would have took this car and ran. Thank my parents every single day for getting me a brand new anything after graduating from school.
The ungratefulness.
Yeah, I mean, but see, I look at that and I see that's how these parents sometimes be raising these kids. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. Like everybody got a different approach to parenting. Sometimes you gotta, and then in front of your kids, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't, some of these kids get their outlook from the parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear say the mom drives a G-Wagon, so it might be that, but at the same time, they are like, kids are just really, after a certain age, after like, I say, like after like 12, 13, kids get really just, they get real like it's like they just get to a point in their life where they just want to like not their whole life, but like in them teenage years, they just want to use you. They just like, how you go from the stage like, yo, you might have kids and they young and like they fun, like, you know what I'm saying? You watch movies with your kids, take your kids out, do stuff with the kids, go to the playground with the kids, do all kind of shit with the kids when they're younger, and they more, they cool with hanging. They not old enough to the point where they maturing where it's like, I don't want to hang out with my pops, so I don't want to hang out with my parents. You see what I'm saying? And then they get to a point where it's like the outside world grabs their attention. So now they need you for a ride. They need you for money. They not hollering at you for nothing else. It's a ride, money, clothing, iPhone, nothing else. So it's like they get to a point where they think that it's your job. They don't understand. Like a lot of times I think kids don't understand what it means. Like to like, yeah, I have to provide for you. Provide for you is not an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like the iPhone thing or the $200 tennis thing is because I care about you. You know what I mean? I care about you and I want you to be happy and I can do it. So I feel good about doing it for you. Provide for you. Good times.
But see, sometimes too, I tell my kids this: your bottom is somebody else's top. Pause. But what I'm saying is, if you're where you're starting at, what you think is the low ground, somebody else would trade places for your worst days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what happened is they come in on third base thinking they without even hitting the ball. You know what I'm saying? So they get entitled. They friends, you do things for them because, you put your kids like in, let's say like dance class or things like that, because you don't want them hanging in the streets. Back in the day, when we hung in the streets, it wasn't that bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was bad, but we knew how to handle. But these kids, they can't handle the streets. You got that. I don't know if you saw that news story of that young guy. He grew up in the suburbs, had a real good life, had a lot of money. He wanted to be in the streets. And remember, he did a drive-by with some thugs, and now he going to jail. And when they sentenced him to life, he broke down and started crying.
That's how it is, but that's how I see a whole bunch of little kids like that around here, whereas though, like, yo, a lot, like, you know what I'm saying, especially in this area, like a lot of these people, like, they work for the federal government. They make buku money. You know what I'm saying? They make buku money, and then they got these kids, like, you know what I mean? Like, that that line in that ATL movie with T.I. He said, "You got a Picasso in your house." These kids, they be, you know what I'm saying? You live in a single family home with a den and you live in just all the everything. You live in a nice neighborhood in a single family home with both of your parents, and both of your parents is FBI agents, and you know what I'm saying? And they give you everything you want when they buy you all the tennis, and then you want to be accepted by the kids that ain't got nothing, and they come trick you. They come to your house, steal your PlayStation.
Right. And you'll laugh it off.
Yeah, because they don't know, because they don't really even know they want to be a part of this, but they really green to, they don't even really, like, you don't know how, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how these people that you want to be accepted by, you don't even know how they think. You look like food to them.
Right.
So, but like, it's as far as
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just as far as that whole situation, that Honda thing, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you walk.
Right.
I'm gonna let you walk it off.
Because at the same time, she don't even understand the upkeep behind those cars, but she don't care. Because that's that type of behavior, man, that entitlement, in a little while, some other man is gonna have to deal with that.
Or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, yeah. Type gentleman said, "I'm dreading it. My oldest is 10 and still wants to do whatever I'm doing. I know my time is coming." Yeah, it's gonna be a time when she gonna bond with her friends, and she gonna want to be with her friends all the time. And the only thing that you're gonna be able to supply her is a ride to her friends, money to go hang out with her friends, an iPhone to contact her friends, and she gonna, and the crazy thing is, the kick is you provide all that, and to her, in her mind, her friends is smarter and more important to you.
I'm glad I done been through all that, but I'm gonna have to go through it again on part 2 because I got granddaughter twins.
Oh, so, yeah.
But
it's it might be, it hits you hard on the first level, like maybe because it's the grandparents level now, but but it might though, because depending on the relationship, you know what I'm saying, with your kids or whatever, because it's if you always with them, they at a certain age, they might be a little favorite, and they not your favorite, because you ain't supposed to have no favorites, but they always up under you and doing the stuff you like to do. Then all of a sudden it's like, damn, buddy, he was my best friend. Now you done left me.
Yeah, that's how they gonna do you. That's how they do you anyway, man. But hey, I at least I went through it the first time with my daughters. It's always easy to raise boys, but you still gotta and give them all your wisdom, and then try to help them out the best you can. That's all you can do. And on that note,
guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. I think we had an amazing episode. I appreciate everybody that came through. I had a good time. Yeah. How about you, Rob?
Oh yeah, I had a good time for sure. It was fun, like it is always, man. We always have a good time.
So just y'all know, next week oh shit.
Well, but you make BG ain't gonna be here next week. He's gonna be out celebrating, turning 4-0.
BG is turning the 4-0.
And I'm gonna probably be solo dolo, or I'm gonna have somebody. I think I got a couple. I might have somebody in mind. I might be able to get somebody to host with me.
That's what's up. Yeah. But I'll be in the comment section. But I may be saying some my you know, I may be a little inebriated. I will be in the comment section, guys, but yeah, I ain't gonna be here next week. If I do get a chance, I would like to maybe possibly pop in. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. But I think today I definitely appreciate everybody that came through. Again, the show goes on next week. Rob channel, guys, continue to support. We appreciate the support. And like I said, we love the feedback. And you know, if there's anything you want to hear about, like if you know what I mean, if you think it's something that you could bring to our attention to make our little live stream / broadcast a little better, you know, let us know. Hit us up. If you if there's any topics you want to hear about, let us know. We always looking for topics. And like I said, like we was talking about, possibly moving to an hour later. So because we are getting into the summertime, 8 o'clock in the summertime is still light. So we thinking maybe 9 o'clock is when, you know, maybe going towards the time where everybody a little bit more settled down. Let us know what you think about that. But yeah, it's the Rob and BG show. You got anything else to say, Rob?
No, that's pretty much it. Just stay tuned. Come check me out next week. Don't forget, you know, same time we're gonna still start at 8 o'clock. When we make that decision, it's gonna be a team decision, and we're gonna probably, you know, make that decision and let you guys know ahead of time if there's going to be a time change. But other than that, that's it. Okay,
well, I'm gonna actually go ahead and end the day, y'all. I appreciate, like I said, appreciate everybody that came through. Good time. This is Rob and BG, and we out. Peace.